Hi. Is that what I use?
What?
The YouTube number?
You do know
Oh,
it? Just read it.
uh-huh. Okay, let's make it an HTTP.
Oh, Carmen. The other day when we were in here for the health and wellness committee or whatever,
Yeah.
Brandy was sitting here playing with hers, and I guess she didn't realize how these work, and she just broke the thing damn off.
Oh, you're
I was
kidding.
like, oh, a little dramatic there, Brandy.
All right. Our Civic Plus is really not happy today.
Oh yeah, did the
They responded, but I haven't got it
anything?
fixed yet. Oh, here we go. Here we go, Carmen.
So we do not need to take minutes today, right?
Nope, no minutes.
We're just
We're just hanging out.
hanging out, observing.
HBSTMFC. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we're just hanging out. Okay. Nothing yet. Okay, but I'm gonna get rid of this. If it's live. And here's Mr. Chris, our newest. Chris, this is
Hi.
Megan.
Hi,
Hi, Megan.
how's it going?
Good. How you doing today?
Good, thank you.
She's our communications specialist, so she's actually probably around the first of the year, she's gonna be taking over the lodging tax meetings.
Okay.
She's gonna get to have all the fun.
All the lodging tax fun.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put something on the website if they don't get back to me here pretty soon. Cause it still won't go past 85%.
Let me try. How about that?
You try. You try, woman.
I try.
You try. Mm.
Well, I finish what I'm doing first. Before
Yeah, now it's
doing other
at
things.
0%.
Oh, boy.
It really mad.
And what are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to publish the packet.
Oh, okay.
I did the agenda,
Just a packet.
just a packy. Turn it up. It's a little chilly out.
It is a little chilly.
Anne is on her way back.
Okay.
Dan is on his way.
So Chris, this is Mike Bordonia. He's our county manager. Sorry.
Mike.
Yeah.
We're Brian. Nice to see you.
I'm gonna switch here.
There we go.
Let's switch this up so you can see everyone.
See our beaming faces.
Oh, there you go.
Can you see us?
There it works.
Hi, how are ya?
Good.
Hey.
Thanks.
See you all.
You too.
Hello.
Hey, we've got two new people.
Oh,
Chris Bittler from Norwood.
Amazing.
I know.
Awesome.
Carrie, did you have anything to do with that?
Maybe a little.
Not at all. You're like our savior. I was so excited today. It's
I
the
just
little
thought,
things.
Maybe this
That's
is something you should
great.
think about. You should run it by your powers that be, and then they were excited. So here we are.
Yay, thank you so much.
I wasn't
And
sure
we
if there's
do-
a conflict since he's on our chamber or not, but
Yeah. Well, and we do have someone else too that's very interested.
Kirsten Strand put her application in. So yeah, she's represents the lodgers, works with the Madeline Auberge. So I think she'd be an asset to the panel.
Previously, Franz Palmer,
Mm-hmm.
um, and sales and revenue manager. That's perfect.
Yeah. And she actually used to work for the TTB
Yeah.
a long time ago. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, Mike.
Wow, no, I'm just so impressed with the quality of candidates.
Excellent.
And I'm kind of shocked at the luck. So this is.
Well, the bar's set pretty high for quality.
Yeah, I mean, after you, John, it's really hard to come up with anybody else that could reach those heights. So,
So I was unaware. I'm not very good at paying attention, as you all know by now. But who does the panel consist of me at this point?
that's correct. And so that's why this meeting is posed as a work session, because this is not an official meeting. But I think
Yeah.
it's our opportunity to speak with at least Chris, who has applied, and then hopefully get an indication from staff and Commissioner
And
Brown.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. Chris, who is Chris?
Oh, Chris Bentler is one of the applicants to
Okay.
take Carrie's seat. Is that Carrie?
Great.
Gretchen.
Gretchen Wells' seat, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I thought we were gonna be brainstorming about how to recruit people, but I'm kind of ecstatic at the quality of the two applicants that we have.
And is one of them West End?
No, yes,
Yeah.
Chris, and why don't we?
I'm in Norwood.
Why don't we
Great.
turn it over to Chris
Hi,
at
John
the
here.
moment? But what I'd like to do is just give a brief bit of background on the lodging tax panel and how it operates, how frequently we meet, and what types of decisions this panel makes. So this panel. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
No.
So though this is not an official meeting, Carmen's recording it for posterity, which we appreciate in case anybody is curious what we did or said here today. I'm Mike Bordonia. I'm the county manager. With me is our county commission chair, Ann Brown. And we have staff, Megan and Carmen with us. And then Kira Skinner from the Telluride Tourism Board. Typically, or in the past, this group has been formed with a 3-member citizen panel that reviews the lodging tax receipts that are generated within the R1 and R2 school district areas. The county, when it passed its lodging tax, clarified that the funds received from the R1 area would be distributed to the marketing entity in the R1 district, and then the funds that are collected in the R2 or Norwood Rights Mesa area are contracted with a proven marketing entity there. That is the Norwood Chamber of Commerce. In Telluride, it's the Telluride Tourism Board. This is a board that is clarified by state statute, and it requires all three members to be participants in the lodging and or retail communities, basically in the things that are related to the lodging industry where the funds are collected from. And we meet quarterly, and typically at those meetings, we get an update on what our revenues are. And we hear from our two entities whom we're currently contracted with that I just spoke about what they are doing with those funds and how they are marketing the area. There was a new statutory provision that passed last year that would allow counties to use those funds for other purposes, but in discussion thus far with the Board of Commissioners, they have chosen not to go in that direction. It would require a vote of the citizens. And we discussed that in the summertime, and they said, no, we want to keep going with how we have been distributing those funds. That is not to say that a future Board of Commissioners may not or may choose to do something different. But we are required to have a quorum for any meeting, which means we need at least 2 panel members present at each meeting. Commissioner Brown and I, we often provide feedback or thoughts, but we do not get to vote. It is simply the 3 members who vote per state statute on what happens to those lodging taxes. At this point, Chris, do you have any questions for us?
Not right now.
Okay. So what I would say is that because we're in a position where we can't act on anything, we can't approve minutes, we cannot approve even have our statutorily required meetings. Our first task would be to discuss the applicants and have any conversation we may us informally may want to have, and then see if we are going to want to recommend the Board of Commissioners adopt these folks or seat these folks as members of the lodging tax panel at the next meeting. And then after that, we would have a regular meeting, and then you would be hearing reports from the Norwood Chamber and Telluride Tourism Board, and we would be going from there. We do pass through all the funds that we receive to those 2 entities, and I think we went out to bid not long ago, but the statute is pretty clear that where there is an existing proven marketing entity within the area where the funds are collected, you are to use them. So that's why it's been pretty status quo, because there are not many other proven marketing entities in the Telluride and Norwood areas. So, Commissioner Brown, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I was just thinking maybe we could give them a sense, or give Chris a sense of how, what the size of the fund is. It's not enormous. Is it about 100,000 a year?
It is, and
Typically?
it's fluctuated between 60 and just over $100,000 per year is my recollection. I'm looking at Kira because she can remember the funds better than me.
Is that for the
That
entire,
for total.
for total?
For
Yeah,
total.
both districts. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's about accurate. I tend to under budget for it in our budget, and this year, after looking at the past couple of years, I've moved that up a bit. I had like 60 and now I have 95
Okay.
for 2026, because we went back the past couple of years to, it's tough because sometimes we don't see it until the following, like Q4 until,
Right.
but yeah, I think that's a good ballpark, Mike.
And
Yeah.
is it a 1% tax? Is that correct?
2.
2? And is
uh-huh.
it just in unincorporated county? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is, yeah, you wonder why, I wondered when I joined this panel as an ex officio or whatever I am, why it was so small, but it's because it's just unincorporated
Right.
county. I don't even know if it's probably town of Norwood,
It is.
but
so-
not the 2 big towns over here.
Right.
Yeah. The
Sadly.
county, yeah, no.
says where there is a municipality that has their own lodging tax.
That's right.
that we would not collect there. So because Telluride and Mountain Village have their own lodging tax, that's why we do not collect within their jurisdictions. And the state collects these funds from us, from the lodgers rather, and then remits it to the county treasurer. We do not have the ability to independently audit and say how much did this entity or that entity pay. But if we suspect that there are drastic fluctuations or things that don't seem right, we can request the state to audit those collections. I know because I did that once in a previous county. What changed in the past probably 5 years is that lodgers went from reporting their collections monthly and we would always get their collections 2 months in arrears, to some are now allowed to remit quarterly and semi-annually. So it used to be that we could track very easily year to year to see, okay, we're going up or we're going down, and understand what that trend is. It's a lot more difficult to do now because of the inconsistency of the reporting period. But we have not had any reason to suspect that folks either have not been reporting or that there's been any miscollections.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chris, at the expense, or John, do you have anything to add? John is a member that came aboard probably 2 years ago now. Is that right, John?
All right.
Yeah. And John kind of represents that outfitter, guide, and retail sector of this. We've always tried to have folks that represent different industry sectors. Obviously, we would like one from lodging, but we also wanted to make sure that we're having folks that were really understanding what the tourism within these different geographic areas was spending on, and was the difference in trends. And that's one of the great values, I think, of this group, is hearing from the Norwood Chamber and Telluride Tourism Board about what they're seeing, both in the past, what happened, but also what kind of booking levels look like, so that we can have some prediction of whether or not this is going to be a good tourism year or a poor season, so that we might be able to help our businesses however we can, as well as
Sure.
in our expected revenues.
Hey, Chris, just briefly, I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance to review your application or see that yet, and I don't know if you and I know each other. But what do you do in Norwood? Or are you in Norwood?
Yes, I'm in Norwood, and I've been
Okay.
the property manager at the Backcountry Inn.
Oh,
The
cool.
hotel here on the
Yeah, sure.
west end
Okay,
of
I
town.
know of you then. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I've been here 7 years now.
Fantastic.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just chime in and say that I think um, what participating in this panel offers you and I is the opportunity to get some frequent reference points, kind of snapshots of what's going on in the tourism economy, and as Mike just shared, sort of medium term projections on visitation, booking trends, that kind of thing, obvious challenges, trends. And I take a lot away from that. It's a chance for me to kind of take the 30,000-foot view a few times a year. And so I take that back to my company and my industry here. And, we talk on the street a lot here, between outfitters and retailers and others in the resort economy out there, and keeping an eye on the big pictures, for me anyway, is very calming and helps me go about my job methodically. But in turn, I think, I don't know. I think the recommendations that we contribute to the county about specifically how tax dollars are spent, some of that feels a little bit like a rubber stamp process. But I do think that we are able to offer, I hope that we are able to offer constructive input in terms of the direction that our different communities and within the county can take, and also the county itself, so that I hope to be able to offer some sort of guiding influence just by making practical suggestions from the street and from our experience back to the county. So, in addition to participating in the necessary processes of of approving and governing the way that money is spent. I think a lot of the real substance in this, for me anyway, is the less formal ways in which we as panel members participate, and also the less formal ways in which we take information out of these meetings. And in that, I still see. I don't have a very thick skin for what I'll just call bureaucratic processes, but this is a group of people here who really have their hands on what's going on in the county here, and I personally take a lot away from it and plan to continue participating.
Oh,
Thank you,
perfect. It
John.
sounds great. That sounds awesome. I look forward to it.
Yeah, we all get to know each other better. This is a small community, it's small county, and same mission, right?
Right, exactly. We all got to grow together.
Chris, at this point, do you have any questions for us, knowing that our next step would be to forward your application to the commissioners for a potential appointment?
Not at this time. I mean, this is all kind of new. I've never, my wife's been going, part of the chamber and programs that she's been involved with. Has gone to these meetings, but this is the first time I've been to one of these, meetings of yours, and, kind of just taking it in and learning, but I'm sure I'll have more questions as time comes along and, we get more into it, but, right now, not really.
Very good. Well, thank you, and thank you for your willingness to serve. One other little thing I'll mention is, I feel like the relationships that are built through the lodging panel, have aided us as a community and definitely as the county in, for instance, during COVID, when we knew that we did not want to bring in large influxes of people, but we wanted to educate those that were coming on how to keep our residents safe and keep themselves safe. And we saw a definite willingness from both Norwood Chamber and the Telluride Tourism Board on changing the messaging and marketing to educate our visitors, so that we are having the most positive or minimal negative impacts. So I think that's another big value add of this group.
And John, this is Carmen. I apologize. I just printed out the applications about 12:30 today, so I will get both of those to you right after the
Oh,
meeting.
that's great. I mean, I know of Chris, and thank you for saying so. And I don't know who the other applicant is, but obviously, it'd be great working with Chris in this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, knowing that we can't take any further actions today, such as approving of minutes or reports, Kira, do you have anything you'd like to share with Chris?
I don't, well, first of all, I just wanted to say, Chris, I think that you'd be an asset to the panel. It's just really nice. I think my feedback to the group previously was to, John, we love to have John on the board for that retail experience and what he brings, which is wonderful, but it's also great to have some lodging, the lodging sector represented, and to have, an applicant who's from this, Telluride Mountain Village area, and then also to have a Norwood lodger, I think will be really beneficial to the tax panel. So thank you so much for your interest in being a part of it.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
a great group of people.
Thanks. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And
Good.
Chris, I would only tag in there that our meetings are generally brief. And this is not a big time suck, or the reports are easy to understand. The financial reporting is really straightforward, in my opinion. So
Okay.
we're not going to be asking you to spend nights, weekends, coming
We're not.
in person. We have all of our meetings on Zoom, so you can come in
Okay.
person if you want, but you don't have to.
And we do try
Okay.
to alternate Norwood and Telluride. So that's an option
Right.
also.
Yeah, absolutely. If you have them in Norwood, definitely I can make those. It's just, I also do a lot of stuff at the hotel, so it's hard to get away. So Zoom works perfect for me.
Good, good.
Pardon my ignorance, Chris, but can you tell me what the status of the Backcountry Inn is? Are they doing regular?
I've heard, yeah, that's part of the reason I wanted to join the committee because I've heard a lot of different things swirling around about us. But so yeah, we were purchased by Telluride Ski and Golf 3 years ago, but we're still operating and functioning as a full service hotel. We have 10 rooms in the front. And then the back section of the property, we have 4 trailer houses that we use. They're 2 bedroom, 1 bath. We utilize those for construction workers or different workers throughout the summer and then hunters in the fall. And then that's the part that Telski takes over in the winter. Like right now, I'm starting to get a lot of their employees that come for the ski season. And then we'll house them through till April. And then once they're done with their season in April, it opens back up to rentals for like weeks or nights, depending on what the construction crews need. We also have an apartment back there, and we have 5 full hookup RVs that we purchased and skirted, and we rent those as well to construction crews and hunters, and then we have 3 open RV spaces that are all full right now too, with other people that have their own RVs that they brought in. So yeah, it's a very, very busy place.
Chris, just to confirm, the 10 rooms up front, you said are always available short-term, or does Telski take
Yes,
those
yep.
over in the winter?
Nope,
No,
those are
just the
available
trailers.
short-term year round. Just the trailers is what they use, and that's only November to April. The rest
Thank
of the
you.
year, it's open for short-term. Yeah.
Well, I think the mix of renters and users that you have will also bring some value to this board.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it keeps us busy.
Does anybody have anything else they'd like to share for this meeting? Carrie, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Oh, omitted.
I wasn't sure if we were presenting any chamber things. I know it's a work session, but I didn't know what to expect, so I'm here to represent the Norwood Chamber. But yeah.
Thank you,
otherwise,
Carrie.
have anything else? I don't have anything specific.
Very good. Well, I don't think, because this is not a regular meeting and we won't have minutes or things like that as well, we don't have a quorum of panel members yet to approve of anything. I'd like to forego any presentations today, and I'm certainly excited by Chris and Kirsten's applications, and I'd love to get those in front of the Board of Commissioners for potential appointment, potentially as soon as this Wednesday.
Sure.
And then look to schedule a meeting. I'd love to get one on the books before the first of the year. If you're Carrie and Kira, if you're amenable to that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We
Sounds great.
do actually have a really full agenda on Wednesday, and since these aren't reappointments, would we want the applicants to come and introduce themselves?
Let's see if they can join us for a few minutes
Okay.
to introduce themselves. And we can circulate these applications and put them with the packet.
Okay, so then Carmen will have to add that to the agenda. It'll be super quick, Chris.
Okay.
Just kind of like, hi, you could tell a little bit about yourself and the property you manage, and
And it would be via Zoom.
yeah, Zoom for sure.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Yeah, that's not a problem at all.
Carmen will let you know about what time too.
Okay. Yeah, just send me the link and we'll get it
And
done.
then do we want to try to do something the first or second week of December?
The end of the first week or anytime that second week works for me. Because I know the commissioners and I will be gone the first few days of the
That's
first
true.
week.
Would,
Guys, I'm going to be out of the country from the 3rd through the 17th of December, in a very different time zone and a different hemisphere.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, for
place with
you,
no
man,
cell
don't
service.
worry.
Yes, I win. But from the 3rd through the 17th will be close to impossible for me to whatever extent. To whatever extent it's desirable to have me a part of this. Sorry about that.
Like 18.
18th or 19th?
I could do those.
18th might be tough for John if he's just back.
Yeah, I get back. I think I get back to Montrose at noon or 1 o'clock on the previous day, so I'll be expecting to step back in and take my beating.
Does the 18th work for you, Karen?
I think the 18th works for me.
At 1
yes.
o'clock? Is that what when we normally meet?
Yes.
Yeah. How's that work for you, Chris?
Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't see a problem with that. Let's see, that'd be a Thursday. So yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. Well, we'll just plan on that then. I'll get everything prepared and sent out. We'll get you added onto the agenda.
Fantastic.
Great. Thanks for being flexible, guys. Appreciate that.
Sounds great.
Well, if there's nothing else,
I would just be curious to know if Kira has any kind of preview for us of what the winter's looking like. I know, do you have a presentation prepared?
I do. I don't have, I can
You don't
certainly
need
put
to.
something up.
No.
I do have some slides that I'm happy to share if you'd like me to, if you all have time. I can just show you some lodging metrics, or I can just verbalize them too. That might be
I
easier.
think verbalizing would be fine for now.
Okay.
And we can see the slides next month.
Perfect. Okay. So pace, we have lost some traction over the past month in terms of occupancy pace right now for the winter season. So, a lot of factors that could be contributing to that. Lack of snow, delay of opening is a big one. There's been some recent PR, about the destination. We can't quite pinpoint what that would be, but we have lost a bit of that traction. So right now we're looking at total occupancy for the season is down 2%, while paid occupancy is down 8%. Our average daily rate is flat, and resulting in a 8% decrease in our revenue per available room. And we're really seeing all months. Previously, we were looking at March as lagging the most, and that still is, but the other months are falling a bit behind as well. And I'll pull up those monthlies. I have this monthly here for Mountain Village, but let me just pull up the destination. So yeah, lots of opportunity in March right now for us is what we're seeing. December for the destination, it's relatively, we are behind a little bit in December, but we're more evenly paced. I would say the beginning of the month. I think that first weekend last year, we had a sorority group in from CU is what I pulled up through my records last week, because I did see a bump last year where we don't have that bump this year. And let me just pull up. Hold on. I'm just getting real time for everybody here, the monthlies. April, we're obviously ahead just because of the way that Easter and Semana Santa fall. So, that's helping the overall numbers, but okay. So for December, we're down about 4%. January, we are down 5%. This is total occupancy, so this is owner and paid. And then February, we're down 2%. March, we're down about 8%, 7.5. And then, April, we're ahead 36%. And that's because those numbers are small and due to the timing of those holidays within the ski season. So right now, February is our strongest month. We are pacing at 38%, whereas last year we were at 39%. And right now, we're seeing really that December's just, softer because of the way the holidays fall, but 23% compared to 24%. And then March, we're at 29% compared to pacing at 32% last year. Our marketing, we did kick that off early this year. So we saw that some of our competitors were out in the marketplace, other ski resorts, and we typically start our destination marketing in early October, but we started in September this year. And we just used last year's creative, and then we rotated in our new creative in early October. So that is all live. I think I mentioned at the last meeting, we did put a full page print ad in Condé Nast Traveler, and we have supporting digital content with that. So that's complementing our, mostly digital buy that we do in those key air markets. Does anybody have any questions for me?
No, thanks for hitting those points though.
Yeah, you
I think
bet.
those being down a little bit right now and bookings is not, that honestly doesn't concern me all that much, if at all. I mean, that's not much of a deviation off of last year, and given the fact that we haven't had any snow up to this point. I mean, last year we had a bit of early snow, both back in October, and then we had snow leading up to Thanksgiving as well. Being a percentage or two off, how I feel about these early numbers as we discussed in the last meeting. We're looking for big aberrations, not small ones. So
Yeah.
no concern, business as usual. Fill this place up.
Yeah, agreed. All good points, John.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got snow.
something
We'll
that
see.
we're-
We'll see what those numbers look like a week from now, right? Everybody knows snow makes the phone ring around here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice to
Yeah.
see the snow guns on at the
Yeah,
resort too.
that's right.
And,
That's right as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Down
Hey,
low.
with respect and appreciation for everybody, I'm going to pivot at this time. So I'll see you in late December, okay?
Have a great trip.
Yeah. Have
Thank
fun,
Okay, thank
John.
you,
Hey,
Joe.
Jeff.
Sure appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Chris, nice to meet you. I really look forward
Nice
to
to
working
meet
with
you.
you, man. Yeah, this will be really
That
constructive.
sounds good.
Thank you. Okay. Cheers, guys.
Thanks, John.
Bye.
Bye, John. I heard they were making snow up high earlier, but have they expanded that?
I'm not sure about down low right now. I would hope because it's getting cold enough at this point.
Yeah.
And they had a photo the other day at the top of one at the Chondola
Yeah.
there. So, but yeah, so I'm hoping that that's for real and that
Okay.
they are really making snow over there by the meadows. We'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Are you hearing any? I wonder. Maybe I'll hold my question.
I was anticipating what it would be, but yeah. Mhm.
Ski patrol?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The threat of the ski patrol strike.
Mhm.
We heard any more about the validity or the timing of that, or, I mean, it seems to be permeating this
Mhm.
message, and I wonder how worrisome that is for, I'm guessing the general tourist has not heard this,
Yeah.
hoping at least, but.
It is concerning. I mean, it was included in some of those, national articles that went out as well. And then we have the article in today's Telluride Times, which, that could hit the wire too. We're not sure, but it's a concern because, we can use Park City as an example. They went through it last year over the holidays and they're probably still recovering from it. So it's not, it wouldn't even just impact us over the holidays, but through the ski season and potentially for years to come. So something that we're keeping an eye on. I think that they're having meetings in the next early December, right?
Actually, I read the article this morning
Yeah.
also, and they said that the official meeting is on December 8th or something that first week. But they have an additional meeting scheduled for late November as kind of a warm up. And I thought that was good news.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that will give us more of an indicator of,
Yeah.
we definitely, I think COVID taught us a good lesson in terms of pivoting. And, I know that we have the tools at the visitor center at the tourism board, for alternative activities. And, we have our peak sheet and our communication that we get out to people. So, we'll be prepared for whatever comes, but, we're hopeful that it won't happen and that the resort will stay open.
Yeah, when I learned that the Park City one was over $3 an hour, I was in disbelief, knowing how many millions they lost
Yeah.
over that. Hope we don't in that same boat.
Yeah, I think ours is a bigger,
Delta.
bigger delta.
30%.
That's what I
right?
read too. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what they're asking for. I mean,
Yeah.
Park City had asked for more, but they were willing to settle for $3 an hour.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
okay, on that happy note, Chris and Carrie, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to
Thank you.
seeing you hopefully on Wednesday, and Carmen will give you a time when we'd like to speak to you on Zoom.
Yep, just send me an email and we'll get it going.
Sounds good.
Nice to meet you, Chris. See you
Nice to
Wednesday.
meet all of you. Thank
Thank
you. See
you.
you
Nice to
Wednesday.
meet you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.